You've probably seen a number of medical professionals about your peripheral neuropathy pain, perhaps tried various prescription drugs, but despite everything you've tried, your pain still exists. Maybe, worst of all, you've been told by one or more doctors, you'll just have to live with it, or that your pain's all in your head.
When a patient first walks through our doors, they're typically very skeptical, and I understand where they're coming from. They've usually been to a variety of doctors, spanning from podiatrists to some of the most renowned neurologists, who basically say the same thing. Your neuropathy is permanent, and you need to learn to live with it. Then they're sent out the door with a bunch of medications, only to realize that they haven't received the relief they had hoped for. And the problem with this approach is, not only does the medication not help the nerves, but it carries a vast array of side effects. Now, what makes our approach different is that we focus on treating the underlying cause of neuropathy, whereas most medical facilities treat the symptoms with medication. And we have great results with this. And part of our success stems from the fact that we're very selective as who we choose to work with.
Basically, the body's nervous system is made up of two parts: the central nervous system, which includes the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, which are the connecting nerves running from the brain and spinal cord to the rest of the body, including your hands and feet. If you think of healthy nerve endings like the dandelion, the nerve endings pictured here at the end of the stalk are pretty full and complete, much like your nerve endings were before your symptoms began. However, as your condition gets worse, nerve endings can deteriorate, causing a host of annoying, painful, and sometimes debilitating symptoms. And if you're like many neuropathy patients, when your doctor initially diagnosed your condition, they may have told you that your nerve endings were dead or too far gone for treatment. However, we find that more often than not, that's just not the case.
We know peripheral neuropathy pain is real. We see it every day in the countless number of patients we treat.
I felt like I was walking on sharp glass every time I stood up. And my back surgeon said that that was because of my diabetes. And it would just progressively get worse. And I'm like, oh Lord, if this gets worse, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm able to do a lot. In fact, I usually do swimming pool therapy 3 times a week. And what I'm doing basically is running back and forth in the water, trying to strengthen my body. And I'm not having the same painful existence by just putting my foot down and putting weight on it. No, I'm able to do quite a bit. In fact, the other seniors in the pool, they always tell me to slow down because I'm making them look too bad. And that tickles me. This treatment has helped me enjoy the things I always enjoyed, and I'm able to do them again and not be apprehensive about them.
The biggest misconception about neuropathy is the fact that it's classified as idiopathic, meaning of unknown origin, and that's simply not correct. We do know the causes of neuropathy. They're things like diabetes, side effects from medication, chemotherapy, and even environmental toxins. Now, what many people don't realize is that there are an enormous amount of toxins or chemicals in the foods that they're eating. Things like MSG, aspartame, which do a lot of damage to the peripheral nerves. In their personal care products, they have chemicals like methylparabens, and even in their mouth, their silver fillings have large amounts of mercury, which do an enormous amount of damage to the peripheral nerves and to the nervous system.
As far as the causes of peripheral neuropathy, those can vary. However, research suggests that as many as 2/3 of all people suffering from diabetes will develop peripheral neuropathy. Neuropathy can also commonly develop as a result of using statin or cholesterol-lowering medications, blood pressure medications, and is a common side effect for people undergoing chemotherapy or radiation therapy. Additionally, neuropathy can result from spinal-related conditions like stenosis, herniated discs, and sciatica. And oftentimes the condition is misdiagnosed as plantar fasciitis, Morton's neuroma, and restless leg syndrome. We utilize a gentle, proven approach to treating neuropathy without surgery, non-invasively, and completely drug-free. At the core of our care is a multidisciplinary approach that includes 5 critical keys for defeating peripheral neuropathy. Those include increasing circulation and oxygenation to the nerves. This is accomplished with the use of specialized laser technology that increases circulation by 300 to 500%, dramatically increasing oxygen concentration in the tissues.
A closer look illustrates how the use of laser therapy and infrared diodes can help heal the body. At the basic level, all cells in the body have a miniature power plant within, called the mitochondria. This is where our cell's energy is produced. The technical term for this energy is called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. Patients with neuropathy have decreased blood flow and weaker mitochondria, which causes nerve cells to improperly transmit impulses throughout the body, most commonly in the extremities. Because the mitochondria are very sensitive to light, concentrated laser light therapy stimulates a rapid increase in ATP production in the mitochondria. With this intense increase in energy production, the light frequencies greatly improve blood flow as well as the production of oxygen, nitric oxide, enzymes, and other vital elements to help the body's nerves heal naturally on a cellular level. The result is a cascade of beneficial chemical reactions throughout damaged nerve cells that stimulates healing.
Finally, you may be asking, should I wait? Give us a call today and reserve one of our new patient consultations.